Who among us doesn't aspire to love our lives? Yet, is it really that simple? Life is rarely like an exciting journey where everything unfolds perfectly. It's more like a flowing river, sometimes calm and serene, other times turbulent and fierce. No matter how much we try to arrange everything just right, there will be moments when we feel stuck, as if life has come to a standstill or, even worse, turned into a mirror reflecting our unhappiness. These feelings affect us all, whether you're a young student full of dreams, a busy office worker, a successful professional, or even a proud mother. At every stage of life, we all face highs and lows. But remember, life never stops. More importantly, you can fall in love with your life again. By shifting your mindset and approach, you can return to a state where each day feels valuable and meaningful. Get ready to explore the path of Stoicism with me, a path where you can rediscover a deep, unwavering love for life. Leave a comment saying, "I love my life," and start now. Number 1. The answer to a better life. Life sometimes doesn't bring the satisfaction we expect. We often believe that milestones like education, marriage, children, or starting a business will elevate us to a new level. However, many who reach these milestones often feel exhausted, stifled, and distant from the happiness they once imagined. What went wrong? The way we approach and organize life holds the answer. Many people fill their lives with arrangements they can't handle or that are even unnecessary, leading to chaos, much like a house cluttered with unused things. For example, someone passionate about learning may take on too many courses without the time to keep up. The result? Pressure, self-blame, and the loss of the original joy that learning brought. Philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. While we can't control external circumstances, we can master how we arrange and face them. This requires mindfulness, simplification, and focusing on what truly matters. Imagine yourself as a spider weaving its web. A clever spider creates a web strong enough to catch prey, but open enough not to trap itself. Similarly, a well-organized life should serve you, not imprison you. Someone with a small family and a stable job might compare themselves to others, buying a bigger house or taking on extra projects to keep up, only to lose the balance and joy they once had. If they were clearly aware of their personal goals, they'd know that the important thing is not to chase someone else's standards, but to live in alignment with their own values. Life becomes better when we know how to fall into the right place, and this is not by random chance, but through awareness, analytical thinking, and growth from experience. Instead of constantly chasing novelty, take time to assess the arrangements in your life and eliminate the unnecessary. Imagine a young entrepreneur working tirelessly to build his business. He sacrifices sleep, family, and time, but the result isn't satisfaction. It's exhaustion, a strained spirit, and a growing distance from his loved ones. One evening, after a late night of work, he comes home to an empty, cold kitchen. His achievements fail to fill the emptiness. This moment of reflection prompts him to ask himself, "Why did I start this journey?" It wasn't just for money. It was about creating value for himself and his family. Recognizing this truth, he makes a change. He restructures his workload, trusts his team with management, and spends more time with his family. He rediscovers the joy of life, and his work takes on renewed energy and meaning. For him, success is no longer just about numbers, but the depth of purpose in a balanced life. Your life is a reflection of your inner self. If your soul is unsettled, your external life will be chaotic. But when you maintain inner peace, positive things come to you naturally. It's like planting seeds. A calm, pleasant inner self attracts a healthy environment and good relationships. When you face difficult days, instead of seeking negativity, turn to positive influences for support. They won't just inspire you, they'll light the way through your darkness. Start improving your inner self with small actions. Speak the truth, treat others kindly, or take a few minutes each day for self-reflection. A better life doesn't require drastic changes. Just start with what you already understand. Commit to small truths like not lying, being kinder to loved ones, or practicing gratitude. These small steps will lead to profound changes. The core of Stoic philosophy teaches us to live with awareness. Happiness doesn't come from external things. It comes from how we perceive and organize our lives. A meaningful life isn't perfect, but intelligently organized, simple and harmonious, rooted in a positive inner self. Do you ever feel insecure about not being good enough, talented enough, or successful enough? These subtle insecurities can erode your confidence. In the next section, we'll explore how Stoic philosophy can help you overcome insecurities, eliminate harmful comparisons, and rediscover confidence within. Number 2. How to overcome insecurities in life. Life is full of uncertainties. No matter how carefully we plan, we are still vulnerable to fate's whims. Insecurities often creep in, whispering fears of failure, rejection, or even death. But what if the key to overcoming insecurity is not avoiding it, but embracing its inevitability? Stoicism teaches us to face life's unpredictability with courage, clarity, and purpose. To tackle insecurity, we must first accept life's impermanence. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Insecurity doesn't come from external events, but from how we relate to them. For example, death is life's ultimate equalizer, and we can't escape it. But by accepting mortality, we free ourselves to live fully. Life is fleeting, like a window briefly opened to let light pass through before it closes again. What matters isn't how long the window stays open, but how brightly it shines. By understanding that we come into this world empty-handed and leave the same way, we stop fearing loss. This shift in perspective helps us embrace the present moment and dispels the fear of losing what was never truly ours. The fear of judgment or failure often fuels insecurity. We worry about others' perceptions or whether our lives meet arbitrary standards. Stoicism encourages us to focus on our actions aligning with our inner values, rather than seeking validation from others. True security lies in mastering your thoughts and emotions. Life isn't about avoiding pain or criticism. It's about embracing all experiences, both good and bad. Stoics don't shy away from challenges. They view them as opportunities for growth and resilience. True fulfillment comes from engaging with the world, knowing we control how we respond to it. The story of an elderly couple from Texas is a powerful example of living with purpose despite life's inevitable losses. They had always dreamed of visiting Jerusalem, but due to life's responsibilities, it seemed impossible. Finally, at 75, they made the journey. Tragically, the wife passed away while there. Locals offered to bury her in Jerusalem, explaining that it was the most fitting place for her to pass. However, the husband insisted on taking her back to Texas. This story reminds us that the meaning of life doesn't lie in grand gestures, but in the love and commitment we share, the connections we form, and the values we uphold. Stoicism teaches us that life's ultimate security lies only in death. Until that moment arrives, we must embrace life's unpredictability. As Seneca said, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." Instead of fearing failure, rejection, or loss, live boldly, embrace what you can control, and let go of what you can't. Life is a journey, not a test. Let go of the need to control the uncontrollable, and focus on what truly matters, living with integrity, nurturing relationships, and pursuing what ignites your soul. Number 3. The art of staying motivated. Every day. Life is an ongoing journey where every day offers unique challenges and opportunities. However, motivation doesn't always come easily. It doesn't stem from ideal circumstances, but from your own choices. Stoic philosophy teaches us that we can't control everything that happens, but we can control how we respond to it. When facing adversity, We can choose to grow stronger or let it defeat us. Stoicism shows us that happiness doesn't depend on external circumstances, but on how we perceive and handle them. Take Nelson Mandela, for example. After enduring 27 years of imprisonment, he didn't allow resentment to dominate him. Instead, he focused on cultivating freedom in his mind and maintained his willpower. Upon his release, he continued fighting for peace and justice. Mandela knew he couldn't change the past, but he could control his reaction and create a better future. Similarly, our emotions are not determined by others' actions, but by how we perceive them. Words may hurt, but only if we choose to let them. This mindset is crucial for staying motivated and living a life of freedom. One of the biggest obstacles to motivation is dwelling on past mistakes. The past, like a rear-view mirror, should be glanced at occasionally, not stared at endlessly. Holding on to resentment only traps us in a vicious cycle. Instead, learn to forgive and focus on building a better future. Motivation thrives when surrounded by positive influences. Protect your energy by cultivating relationships that uplift and support you. However, this doesn't mean isolating yourself. Don't build walls that trap you in loneliness. Instead, embrace the risks and opportunities of life. Stoicism teaches us that life isn't about waiting for inspiration to strike. Like birds taking flight or rivers flowing, we must live in harmony with our natural essence. You don't need motivation to act. Just live in alignment with your values. If you're unhappy with your current job, don't wait for motivation to change. Instead, start taking small actions to realign your life with your values. Life isn't about controlling everything, but about accepting what we cannot change and focusing on how we respond to it. Number 4, becoming strong. Don't let things get to you. Life is a fleeting spark in the vast universe, dissipating quickly. We don't have time to waste on trivial worries or meaningless pressures. Stoic philosophy urges us to live fully, not allowing small things to disturb our inner peace.